Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi kafa wa salamun ala ibadihi alladhina istafa amma ba'd. Fa'a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wa atimul hajja wal umrata lillah. Complete hajj and umrah for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Alhamdulillah, we are here today to learn how to perform hajj and how to perform umrah. And all of you got, I think, this. You got the slides, all of you, the papers. Anyway, one of the brothers, please just see if someone coming later on, ask them to get it from there, inshallah. Ami bhai jaisa dekhiye jo sati ke baad mein aa rahe hain na, jazakallah. The same thing, the ladies side. So you got the slides. If you don't have enough, let us know. So inshallah we will provide more. And those who are coming later, so please give them. Okay. So we start from the ihram. So there are different groups. They go to perform hajj. Someone maybe will go from Abu Dhabi to Jeddah, or Abu Dhabi to Medina, or Dubai to Jeddah or Medina. In short, some group will go to Medina. Some group will go to Makkatul Mukarramah. So it depends. So anyway, the main thing is this: when you go to Baitullah, your intention that you are going to Makkah, Baitullah, then you have to wear the ihram before miqat. Miqat is the main boundary. In the meantime, you can look on the screen as well, or your slides. Okay, let me. That's the miqat. The miqat is the main boundary. There are two types of boundary of haram. One is the close boundary, that's called hudud. Hududul haram. The second one is the main one, the big one, that's called miqat. For us, those who are going from Australia or from Pakistan or India, Bangladesh or Malaysia, Indonesia, so before Jeddah, about half an hour before, or maybe 350 kilometers before Jeddah, so there will be miqat. Miqat name is Yalamlam. Yalamlam. That's our miqat. But those people who are going to Medina first, so for them, while they're coming back from Medina to Makkatul Mukarramah, their miqat will be Zul Khalifa or Masjid Ali or Bi'r Ali. So anyway, so when we go to Makkatul Mukarramah, before miqat, you have to wear the ihram. That's the main thing. Doesn't matter you are going to Jeddah, Makkah, or before Jeddah, as I said to you, if you wear your ihram on the aeroplane, the captain will make the announcement half an hour before that you wear your ihram. After half an hour, we are going to pass the miqat. So before the miqat, we have to wear the ihram. If our intention is to go to Makkah al-Mukarramah, intention is to go to Madinatul Munawwara, then don't have to worry. Don't wear ihram. Just wear the normal dress. If you land to Jeddah, don't have to worry. And or sometime from Abu Dhabi to Medina directly, or Dubai to Medina directly. It depends. I'm not sure about in your group leader. So what sort of a schedule made for you people? Anyway. So wearing the ihram is the most important thing, that you have to wear the ihram before the miqat. And if you are coming from Medina to Makkatul Mukarramah, that's easy for you. You can take the shower, bath in your hotel in Medina. And you can wear the ihram in your hotel. And then you got two options, whether you can make the niyyah in Masjid al-Nabawi, or you can make the niyyah where the bus will take you to the main miqat area, which is Masjid Ali. So you can make the niyyah from there. Some people, they go to Masjid Ali, and then they take the shower there, and then they pray the Sunnatul Ihram. This will be inconvenient for you people, because you need to take your normal cloth off. Then where you are going to put this? And then you ask the bus driver, please allow me to open my suitcase. I want to put my dress inside. It's inconvenient. So what I'm suggesting to you people, wear the ihram in the hotel. Then you get ready. From your hotel to Masjid Ali is not more than half an hour, maybe 20 minutes, 25 minutes. You reach there. So it's good for you to wear the ihram in your hotel. And the niyyah, you can make the niyyah in Masjid Nabawi or can make the niyyah in Masjid Ali. This one thing. Now, so those brothers and sisters are going from here to Jeddah, then Jeddah to Makkatul Mukarramah. So for them, so I will reckon that from Sydney, you take your bath, your shower properly, and then maybe you will stay in Abu Dhabi 2 hours, or maybe Dubai in 2 hours. So in that case, in the at the airport, it's very hard for you to take the shower. So take the shower from Sydney, and then just over there, make the wudu, and then wear the ihram, and then of course you have your suitcase with you. So in your suitcase, your hand luggage, your handbag, put your ihram there in it. So, and then your shoes as well. This sort of sandal you have. Sorry? For going to Makkah first or Medina first? No, this I'm going to say Makkah. I said for Medina one. I'm saying from Makkah one. No. It depends. I'm not sure, short group or a long group, because I don't have idea that you are going with a short group or long group. You have to check with your muallim or a person you join them. They will.
What I know is that they are going first to Medina. I don't know about the long group.
No, see the which group. I mean, there are many travel agents. I don't have any idea. So who is taking short? Who is taking? Maybe all of them take short group, but which one? Someone they take you to the Makkah first. Someone take you to the Medina first. So if you go to Medina, regardless, it's just that. Okay. Now, second thing, brothers and sisters, one very important thing, sisters, please listen. That is very important for all of you. We'll start saying this. Any question, just write down in piece of paper, or maybe you got the space in your this paper, so you can write down relevant question, and in the break time, inshallah, you can ask me. This will be good, inshallah. This is a 4 hours class we design. So otherwise we may late. Of course, if you start giving the answer during the lecture, so you get late to maybe 3:30 or 4 o'clock. So we don't want to. Anyway, so in your handbag, if you are going to Makkatul Mukarramah, doesn't matter short group or a long group. If you are going to Makkah first, in your handbag, put your ihram, your sandal as well. And then at the airport, change your dress, and your normal dress, you can put your handbag. Do not put in the luggage. If you put in the luggage, can't see then. Of course, and then at the airport, it's too hard for you to find the ihram. You may stay there only for 2 hours. And then if you don't have ihram with you, there will be big problem for you people, those who are going to Makkah first. So make sure when you put your handbag, make sure your ihram will be with you in your hand carry. Anyway, for the sisters who, for example, who cannot perform the salah because of their monthly circle, in that case, what they should do in at the airport, they can make wudu, and then they make the ihram. Of course, wear the ihram. The ihram, inshallah, I will tell you how they can wear the ihram. Even men, I'm going to, inshallah, explain. So wear the ihram. the sisters, and then they just start making dua in talbiya. That's it. Niya, talbiya, and dua, zikr. And the men, you people, of course, you wear the ihram, then you pray 2 rakah sunnah, and then say the niya and talbiya, and start moving forward. For the shoes, it's very important for you that men, they should wear this, see on the screen here, this sort of, so you see the top bone, this bone must be uncovered for the men. This one, the top one. It is highly recommended for the sisters as well. Uncover that it is bone. But if a sister thinks that it's too difficult for her, she is not used to wear this sort of sandal, and she may feel that she may fell down. In that case, it is allowed for them to wear the shoes, what they like, comfort for them. For the men, if you think that it's too difficult for us to wear the sandal like this, if you're not used to, you may feel that I'm not sure what will happen to me. You want to wear something like shoes. So for the shoes, you have to make sure that buy some shoes and that this area must be uncovered and tested. Last night, someone gave me, basically shown me, this is the sandal, but very nice, strips at the back, and mashallah, and see, I'm just look in the mouse, cover this one, cover that one, and mashallah at the back, the strip, so it's very safe. And so I asked him to send me the address, but this is in Mount Road shopping center. I grabbed the picture, just I tell you. This was in very cheap too, and if I get a picture. But I show you later on if I get from. I think I get it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is in Mount Road. Okay, this shop is not कहाँ पर? Shop is not discount center. Close to LD. So anyway, we hear the address. So that, mashallah, very nice and very comfortable. And there are many brands for this shop. Yes, reverse. The name of this. क्या रेबस बताया? रेबस. तो उसमें देख लीजिएगा, तो ये कैमल टाउन में भी सुना है और लिवरपूल में इन डिफरेंट जगह में. एनीवे, तो वो आप ले लीजिएगा तो यू कैन बाय दैट वन इजी फॉर यू एनीवे. So now how to wear the ihram for the men? So there are two pieces of clothes. One, the bottom one is called izar. First three picture you can see, this is izar. So I just show you how to wear the ihram. It's very easy. Okay, it's two pieces. This one is called izar. Firstly, in my left hand, and then you put this one to this side. Very easy. Again, number one. And then you will check right, left, right. Yes, that's fine. So no one can see my knee, this side, yes, I'm fine. Because it's very important for us, that especially when we perform the salah, our knee is inside, include our salah. And bill button as well. So that's why you have to cover this, you have to cover that one. So anyway, firstly just check. Like this, yes, I'm fine. And then see the rest like this, put it here. And then this is my two step. And then again see, yes, that's fine. Yes, if I even I can run, no one can see my feet and my knee. Yes, I'm fine and okay. This is number two. Number three, put the bed, and then you put your passport, your money, and your then you do some meditation. You have the maybe and you know the bed, you put the bed, and then put like this. So the bed is inside now. The bed is safe and everything is safe now. This is first part for the izar. This one. The top part is very simple, just like this. You cover your full body. There is no need to uncover your shoulder now. Just put the arm on the top like this, is finished. When you start making tawaf, then you need to do the idutiba. Idutiba is that you uncover your right shoulder and like this. During the tawaf, so at that time. But rest of the time, cover your body. Like this. Clear? So this is for the men.
What is the top part called? Top part?
इसका तो बस एक ऊपर का हिस्सा है. Okay, now this is for the ladies. So ladies ihram is like, you know, of course they wear the normal dress, and then on top of that they will wear something like they can wear the burqa, normal burqa on the top. That's fine, or they can put this extra hijab. So this is fair enough. But the main issue is this: the face. So during the ihram time, not all the time, during the ihram, they are not allowed to touch any cloth in their faces. That's the main issue. Now, there are ladies, they wear the niqab. And during the hajj time or during the ihram time, if they uncover their faces, what will happen? The other man can see, and she feel uncomfort. Whole life she didn't open her face to anyone, any other, I mean the non-mahrams. And then how she is going to open her face, and she feel uncomfort, maybe other people can see her. You understand? That's the question. So how they can avoid? So basically there are two options for them, I suggest. Number one, that they can wear the hat, and on top of head, just they can cover their face. The niqab they put on the top of head. In that case, so no man can see their faces, number one. Number two, they feel comfort as well. This is one option. For those sisters, they always wear the niqab. The second option is that this sort of women, they try their level best to move with the other groups, other women. So go to inside. Let's say 10, 20, 15 or 20 women are there. Try to go inside. So they, try herself or themselves from other men to look at her. This is in other way. And this, another way is sometimes maybe she thinks that someone is looking at her. She can put her hand with the cloth or with the niqab, and then she feel okay. I'm fine. Then she can open her face. This is the second scenario. The third way is the Arab ulama. They already allowed for the women. They said it is the time of fitna. It is the time of fitna. So shaitan is our enemy, and then we don't have that high level of iman. So men are wearing the ihram, they may get sin as well, looking at them. So the Arab ulama, they already gave the fatwa. They said, okay, they can wear the niqab right from the beginning till end, no problem. And there will be no dam upon them. What I suggest to these sisters, that instead of wearing the niqab 24 hours, what they can do, try or minimize this wearing the niqab less than 6 hours. Less than 6 hours. It's a long time. So they face to the men maybe half an hour time, or 1 hour time, and the rest of the time they are fine. So whenever they feel that yes, now we are with a group of people, so cover their face, and then as soon they feel okay, I'm okay, take it out, and then pray like this. So 6 hours continuously, if they wear, yes, then according to Hanafi, then they have to pay the dam. So just maintain like this. Okay, now this maybe a group leader, I'm not sure, will provide this kit for you people. During the, okay, now when you wear the ihram, after the wearing the ihram, you are going to pray 2 rakah sunnah of ihram. If not makruh time, if there's makruh time, then of course you don't pray your sunnah. But the normal time, that's fine, you can pray your sunnah. According to Hanafi school of thought, after Asr Salah, let's say if you finish your Asr Salah and then you're wearing the ihram, you don't pray the sunnah then. Or right after Fajr, you perform a Fajr Salah, then you're wearing your ihram, so you cannot pray your sunnah till sunrise, and 15 minutes after the sunrise, you can pray the sunnah. So anyway, if there's no makruh time or the zawal time, so when sun is declining, the zawal, right at the zawal time, so at that particular time, do not pray the sunnah. You can pray sunnah before or after. Anyway, so this 2 rakah sunnatul ihram, perform this 2 rakah, and as I said earlier, the ladies who cannot perform the salah, so they can make a wudu, and then they can make the niyyah and talbiyah. This is for the salah. Now, when you finish your 2 rakah, then you need to say the niyyah, then talbiyah. So niyyah is very important. So you can say the niyyah in Arabic or English or your own language. Allahumma inni uridul umrata fayasirha li wa taqabbalha minni. Oh Allah, I'm making the niyyah for the umrah, make it easy for me and accept from me. You can say your own words too. Not necessary to say in Arabic. If you memorize, this one can say that. Otherwise, if you are performing Hajj, particularly Hajj Tamattu, so we will explain when you go for Hajj, there are three types of Hajj. So if you are performing Hajj Tamattu, then firstly you perform Umrah, then Hajj. So in that case, if you are performing Hajj for yourself, to say وَتَقَبَّلَهَا مِنِّي, okay, except from me. But if you are performing on behalf of someone as Hajj Badal, or there are 2 types of Hajj there. One is Hajj Badal, someone appoint you to perform the Hajj on behalf of him or her. and he or she give the money to you. Okay, this is the money, and perform the Hajj on behalf of me. This Hajj Badal. Sometimes you just perform the Hajj on behalf of someone who passed away, from father, mother, or some other people. Okay, so we just as a isal sawab, you can do so. Then in that case, anyway, do you say accept it from say the name of the person. Mean after mean say the name of the person. Clear? And then you need to say the talbiyah. لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك. So you have to memorize these and say the talbiyah as much you can, time to time, time to time, time to time. So you try your level best to say in odd numbers, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, like this, odd numbers. And memorize this talbiyah. Okay, after this, you become muhrim. Muhrim. Muhrim means you now making the haram many things. Those things were halal before. Now, so you have to avoid from anything. Those things are already allowed for you before, like normal time, like this time is okay for us. But when we wear the haram and then they make the niyyah, and then we will be the muhrim. आप चेक कीजिए कि ऑनलाइन सही चल रहा है. Okay, now you can read this. So I put few things here. Let's read them. Okay, these are the things are forbidden for us. During the ihram, we are not allowed to involve in them. And some of them are makruh, undesirable. Some of them are that we have to avoid, otherwise we pay them. What you should do, that you can ask your imam, a person who leads you during the Hajj time, involved in some of the thing, you can ask him that, Sheikh, this happened to me. So what is the solution now? Do I pay them or do I pay sadaqah? What? So he will listen to you and explain to you. Maybe some case you pay them, some case you pay only the sadaqah. Depends. So best way, ask the Sheikh during the Hajj time. And the next slide 11. During these, during the ihram time, these things are allowed for you. Don't have to worry. Don't think, though, everything's haram. Everything's haram. No, no. These are the things are okay for you, allowed for you. So no problem. Okay, just read them. A few things I add here. So these are the absolutely okay. No problem. Nothing you are going to pay. If you ask the question, if you don't mind, as I said earlier, at the end, and write the question. If you don't have pen, get the pen, and just write down on the same page. It's good for you to remember that was the question. Okay, now landing in Jeddah. Just I'm going to show you one scenario. Another scenario, you know that if you are going to Madinatul Munawwara, if you go to Medina Munawwara, that's very easy procedure in Medina. Immigration, no problem. Easily you can go out very easily, half an hour or so. So like normal airport, you know, very easy. From there, when you go outside, and your group leader will look after you, it will take you to the hotel. Very easy procedure. But if you are landing in Jeddah, that will be the lengthy procedure. So I'm showing you here that one. So landing in Jeddah, there's like this airline. So you're landing to Jeddah airport, and then when you land here, the bus will pick up you from there to the gate, to the immigration gate. And now you come to the immigration area. In immigration area, so we have to wait. Don't rush, because not one aeroplane landing there, mashallah, every next minute. So there are heaps of gates, and we are not sure which gate you will go in anywhere. And maybe before you, there will be other Hujjaj as well. So they take to the immigration counter here, bit by bit, and according to the aeroplane as well. According to the, let's say, Saudi airline, this group, when they finish, Emirates finish, Etihad finish, Malaysian airline, like this. So you can't jump, you can't pass. Okay, now people are going. Okay, let's go. No, you have to stick. You have to be in same airline, big airline. It's very important. Anyway, you follow your group leader. He will advise you. Don't rush. Take it easy. Anyway, when you come to these counters, and they will separate men and women. So you don't have to worry. Give the passport to your wife, your mother, your sister, your daughter. Okay, this is your passport, and you go to the main line. And then ask them, when you finish, just come here and wait for us. Or you finish before them, you come and wait for them. That's very, very easy matter. Anyway, and from there, you will go to the next step. That will be, you need to collect your luggages. Same procedure you can see on the screen, from which airline you arrived and which counter you should go to pick up your luggage. That's very, very easy matter. Here, one thing I would like to explain to you people. When you go from Sydney, just to make sure that you ask them here in Sydney, ask them, please put the Hajj tag. If you are talking and you forgot, and they forgot as well to put the Hajj tag, what will happen? When you arrive in Jeddah, the people who work at the aircraft, they don't know what will happen. If there's no Hajj tag, they'll put your luggage to the other side. And these luggage will go to the other terminal, not the Hajj terminal. And then you will be surprised, what happened to my luggages? And the people start fighting with our group leader. Why mine one? Why not others? Everyone found their luggage except me. You didn't look after me. This is not his fault. So there's some saying here. So you have to make sure that ask them. The people working in aircraft, they don't know, because on the aeroplane, not only the Hujjaj, traveling, the non-Hujjaj too. They go to Medina for work, or they from Medina they go to other cities. So they are not the Hujjaj. So they separate like this. So this is very important for all of you to know this, right? Even you go for Umrah, no peak time, but this no Umrah tag, Allahu. This happened just a few months before to me. So because I was traveling from Pakistan to Jeddah, I didn't ask at the airport to put the Umrah tag. Allahu Akbar. So it took 3-4 hours to get this. So it can happen. So the best way you have to know this. Okay, anyway, when you get your, okay, in case you don't find your luggage, don't have to worry, don't panic. There's a desk, complaint desk, go there, and you have to have your tag. Tell them, see, this is my tag, and I don't see my luggage here. They will find anyway. But then in that case, you have to wait. And do not fight your group leader. No point. This is not his fault. Anyway, you will get. Sometime you may get later. Next day. Oh, he's here. Next day I got mine one. not the same day. So when you go outside, then you can see this the Hajj terminal outside area. You can see all the area all looks like same, and everybody wearing the ihram, and the ladies same thing. So you have to, when you come out, let's say it's a gate number 10, coming out from there, you have to look after your family. That's very important. Sometimes they need to go to toilet. Toilet are here in this area. So you have to go with them, because they basically write in the Arabic khuruj and dukhul, and maybe you don't know. So what does mean? Okay, so very important. And you ask them, okay, please, when you come out from same door, the door you are entering. So very important. So sometimes, they go from one side, they go out from other side. That will be very big problem for you. Once she miss, Allahu Akbar. And maybe she is trying to find you here, there, and then you start finding her. Allah, can't see each other. Maybe it takes few hours for this. And the other people who are with you, they will get upset. Oh, it's a long journey. We are tired because of your wife, because of your daughter, because of your mother. So we are struggling and start fighting. So that's very important for all of you to look after each other.
For most of the group leader, they will give you a tag, either a bracelet or one of the card. Make sure you keep it there. Look fit forward, if it's too long, that will be the only lifeline that you have. Otherwise, you probably can't get understanding. So they do not understand the language, no problem. So you always keep that. The moment you are having with Medina, you should keep it there, or once you get used to it, then don't worry about it. But usually, immediately, bracelet is there.
Okay. Now from there, anyway, finally, you'll go to the bus. So they will take your passport, and they don't have to worry about your passport. Say Allah Ma'ak. Okay, bye-bye to your passport. When you come back after Hajj, same area here, you will get your passport. Don't worry what happened to your passport. Okay? I remember in some Hujjaj, if I can't sleep, I don't know what's going on with my passport, whether I can get it, don't know whether I can go back my country or not. Don't worry. Millions of people, they look after this. So
One thing to add with the passport, I went to take the passport. I could not find one of my group 10 passports. After half an hour of looking around, the guy was sleeping and he put his foot on the 10 passport just to adjust his leg.
but there are a lot of stories, and
And one time he was setting up the table, he just put for passport there just to make the table.
this happened.
It happens. But they will find it somehow.
So don't have to worry about your passport. So you will get anywhere. It is their responsibility. Saudi government's responsibility to send you back to your own country. So don't have to worry. So when you go to bus, and then this bus will take you. This is the scenario for from Jeddah. Medina one is very easy. And then you will come to Muallim office, maybe 30 number, maybe 40 number, maybe 50 number, 45, 38, whatever the number, maktab number you have. So bus will take you there. And there will be people, they will look after you. They will grab the passport from the bus driver and submit to this office. And then they will give to you like a bracelet, red color for us, red and white, usually for the Turkey, Australian, American, all the European. So this is very important, this one. This looks like watch. Do not lose this one. May Allah protect all of us. If something happens, someone, for example, from your group saying, okay, I'm going to toilet, I'm coming back. On the way, something happened. He passed away, for example. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect. Something happened. And someone asking, where is he? Oh, he's coming. And we don't know what happened. Hours and hours and hours, and I was gone. what happened? He's gone forever, or she's gone forever. So the shurta, firstly, you'll see this, and you'll see, okay, this is Makkah number 30, for example, and there is the number as well, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is your haqiba number and your bag number. In this office, for example, there is a special box, and there's a number written. So through this, they will find, okay, here's a passport. They will get all the details. Then Muallim will contact with your group leader. Look, this man or this lady passed away, and then everyone will know. If you lose this one, they won't wait for next day or 2 days. That's it. They will bury, and then you will be, always in grief, in the griefness of what happened to him or her whole life. Okay, this is very, very, very important. Okay, not only for this. Maybe if you are okay, but some damage happen, accident happen, okay, when they take you, then they take the hospital, at least you will know through this. So this is the third reason. Is very important to keep this. Sometime in the Mina, sometimes they close the door. They just to make sure that other people, they do not come inside. Only group number 30, 30, 50, 50, 40, 40 only. Sometimes a situation happen like this. If you don't have, they don't allow you to come inside. By saying, oh, my mother is inside, or my wife is there, or my kids are there, or vice versa, they don't listen. So it's very, very important. So in case if you lose this one, instead of ask your group leader, please provide for me. It is his responsibility to bring extra from the office, and he will give to you. That's clear. These are the small things, but I have to share with you people, so make sure that you people know this. Anyway, from the office, Makkah hotel. This is a picture. I'm not sure this hotel you'll be given, or any other hotel. When you reach your hotel, and your group leader will tell you, okay, for you, level 10, room number 10, for example. Mr. or Mrs. will be in this room and that room. Just follow him, go to the room. Now, listen one thing here. If you want to stay with your friend or your family members, or someone you like, you're like, okay, I want to, because I have good understanding, I want to be with him, that's fine. So what you can do, now it is the time to tell him, okay, please organize the room. There will be 3 people or 4 people, depends on the 3 or 4 people. Okay, we want to stay together. So he can manage right now. Sometimes people, they do not think about it. When they go to the hotel and then they see the new faces, they don't know each other. Now saying to the group leader, I don't want to stay in this room. I want to stay room number 12 because my friend is there. It's too difficult for him now. Ask someone to move from there. Okay, come to this room and ask him to please move from here to other room. So if you want, right now, tell your group leader, brothers, please, I want to, I make sure that these 3 people or 4 people must be in one room. They can do now. Over the years, too difficult, very hard. So don't put him in this situation, and then it's happened every year. I don't want to, stay with these people. I want to stay with the other people. And then fighting. Same thing happened from the sister side as well. So you have to organize from now. Anyway, when you go to your room, put your luggages there. If you think that we are very tired, you want to take a rest, that's fine. Not necessary to straight away go to perform Umrah. And put your luggages there, take it as 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever you want. And then you decide with people, okay, now after 2-3 hours, we'll go for Umrah. And then please eat something, maybe because after this, when you going to perform Umrah, maybe, 3 hours or maybe more. Particularly those who are the diabetic patient, eat something and get some strength, and then they go to Baitullah Sharif. Now, one advice I'm going to say here, that sometimes people say, okay, now we all go to perform Umrah together. It's too difficult. During the Hajj time, 20 people, 30 people, if they go together, anyway, this group will be separated anyway somehow. Best way, make small groups. 5, 6, 7 people, 5, that's manageable. But 10, 20, 15 is sometimes too difficult. And then people, as soon as start making tawaf, they will be separated, and they separated, and then after Umrah, after tawaf, start accusing each other. I couldn't find you. Where you were? Oh, the millions of people making tawaf. So how, he said accuse anyone? What he can do, make a small group, and in amongst the small group, it's very important to understand you have to look after your family if you are carrying your family. Amongst the small group, you become in different, you separated, or don't have to worry. You have to worry about your wife, your kids, your mother, or your daughter. Just look after them. Don't worry about others. Very important. Okay, so now procedure of Umrah. Performing Umrah in a lifetime, it is Sunnatul Muakkada, not Wajib, not Farad, it is Sunnatul Muakkada. So if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives opportunity to perform Umrah, do so. But performing Umrah in the month of Ramadan is highly, highly recommended and rewardable, of course. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam has said, a person perform Umrah in the month of Ramadan, so you'll be equal like he's performing Hajj with me. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Now Hajja ma'i," like he performed Hajj with me. You can imagine the reward of performing Umrah in the month of Ramadan. Anyway, there are few days. It is a makruh tahrimi, means it's haram, close to haram, to perform Umrah on the 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, and 13th of Zul Hijjah. So do not perform Umrah on those days. Performing Umrah is the rewardful amal, but on those days it is a sin. So you have to, like the makruh time or haram time, zawal time. Oh, brother, it's the prayer time. It is prayer. I'm performing the salah. How come I get the sin? No, it's a forbidden time. That's it. We have to avoid. Okay, now we have to know the fara'id of Umrah. Number 1 is to wear the ihram. Without wearing the ihram, if you perform the Umrah, so Umrah will be invalidated. So it's very important for you to know that you have to wear the ihram. Number 1. Number 2, to complete at least 4 circuits of tawaf. Altogether, how many circuits? 7. So out of 7, 4 is basically fard. So if you are performing the tawaf, the Umrah, and performing the tawaf after 3 circuits, you do not complete. So if you miss the fard, the ruling is that you have to repeat it. Very simple. If you miss the wajib, there is a way to compensate that. Like in the salah, if you miss the fard for the salah, for the prayers, you have to repeat the salah. It's very simple. Like you miss the ruku, you miss the sujood, and then what is the way? Way is to repeat the salah because you missed the fard. If you miss the wajib, there are many wajibat in the salah. There is a way to compensate. Don't have to repeat by saying sajda sahu. Say sajda sahu. Let's say you are performing 3 rakat salah or 4 rakat salah. So after 2 rakat, sitting is wajib, but you stand up and you forgot to sit. Then you remember, oh, I missed my qaida ula, the first qaida. Don't worry. Just say the sajda sahu at the end. That's it. you can compensate. So in Umrah, if you miss the farad, same thing, repeat it. Number two, what you can is the wajibat. So how many wajibat for Umrah? Basically 3. Number one is you have to complete all 7 circuits, all 7. This is number one. So for example, if we perform 4 circuits or 5 circuits, for example, or 6 circuits, and then you don't complete, means you miss the wajib, or you miss the sa'i between Safa and Marwa. So you don't have to repeat, you need to pay the dam and that's it. Or before you release your ihram, so you have to shave or trim the hairs of the head, but you forgot and then you release the ihram. So you are missing the wajib. You need to pay the dam then. Understand? But don't have to repeat. First miss, repeat it. Wajib, miss, compensate by paying the dam. Now, anyway, we are going to say in details. Entering to the Baitullah, the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So firstly, you have to say the dua like you say the dua when you enter any masjid. Allahumma aftah li abwaba rahmatik. There's the small one. Allahumma aftah li abwaba rahmatik. Or you can say wasahil li abwaba rizqik as well. At least say the small one. Allahumma aftah li abwaba rahmatik. Like you enter to any masjid. When you enter to the Baitullah, and as soon you see sight Baitullah, so stop somewhere and then start making dua. Whatever the dua you want to make, you can make it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept your dua, your supplication. Any dua you can put in your mind. So which dua you want to put first, you can put first, and then second, third. So for yourself, for your family, for your friends who ask you for dua, take your time, say the dua. So inshallah ta'ala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will accept your all dua. So you can say any dua. And very first time, very first time in 1985, when I went to Baitullah, I was thinking that what sort of dua I should make. And Allahu Akbar. Anyway, long story. I was thinking this, I was thinking that, thinking this thing. And then when I went inside the Baitullah, so the dua came to in my mind. It was different duas, but came to my mind. I said, oh Allah, from now onwards, whatever the dua I make, accept it. So I did for whole life, lifetime. So I'm sharing this, you can say. And then don't have to worry, inshallah. Whenever you make dua, anywhere, believe me, inshallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will accept dua. Okay? And Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullah alayh, he made the dua, same dua as well. And this dua I wrote here, Allahumma tasalam minka salam, fahina rabbana bisalam, can say this dua too. Okay, anyway, you are entering Baitullah Sharif. Okay. Now the next slide, 22. Here's a picture, so you can see here. So you know the corners, you know the details. So I may come back time to time to this slide number 22. Okay, when you enter to the Baitullah Sharif, maybe from this side, from that side, from that side, different sides, depends your hotel. So usually, I know, so our hotel will be this side, like a Makkah Tower, or Hilton Tower, or Mispala area, so this area, or Ajiyad area, okay? So you are going to enter from there somewhere, okay? Okay. Anyway, When you enter to Baitullah Sharif, as I said to you before, that make dua as much you can, and then get ready for the tawaf. Come to Hajjul Aswad. Come to this area, Hajjul Aswad area. In the past, there was this line, brown line in the past. Now the Saudi government, they took off this line. The reason was the people, used to stand up on the line and make long dua. Here the people are coming, making tawaf, all coming from there. And if you, for example, if you're standing here and the person is coming here and you are standing there, so of course he will stop. If he stop, the other person stop. The other person, all the mataf will pack, jam. All jam, no pack, because of one person. And that's why they said, take it off. So no one can stand up there. Now, anyway, so how do you know nowadays the way Hajar Aswad is? And they start from that particular. What you can do, when you enter from that area, you from your hotel, for example, coming to Bab Abdul Aziz or Bab Fahad, for example, this is the main two doors will enter. So what you can do, see your right side. See your right side there. This right side. So you can see the green light. So that green light basically indicate to Hajar Aswad. So follow the green light. As soon as you say, yes, now we are right, the green side is right at the back of us. This means that you are in front of Hajar Aswad. Clear? Even during the tawaf, each time when you come to this particular point, instead of looking Baitullah to see where is Hajar Aswad, during the tawaf, it is not allowed to see Baitullah Sharif. It's out of respect. So we have to make tawaf and looking at on the ground. It's very important. Like when you perform the salah, where we look? To the place of sajda, not front or to the heaven, to the sky. Is clear? Anyway, so before you come to Hajar Aswad, you need to make the niyyah for the tawaf, which will be next page, inshallah. During the tawaf, make sure that do not go inside the hatim. Okay? Hatim is part of Baitullah. You have to make sure that when you start making tawaf, so don't go in. So you have to go all the way from there. Okay? Now here, I'm pointing for you. There's Ruknul Yamani. The Prophet ﷺ used to put his right hand there at the corner during the tawaf. And this particular area, this this Ruknul Yamani, 70 malaika always there, 24 hours. And whatever the dua you make, they say Ameen, Ameen, Ameen. So it is the place from here to there. You make dua as much you can, as much we can. Okay? And during the tawaf, you may see this gold small dome. This is the place of Ibrahim, Maqam Ibrahimi. Sometimes people, they make the tawaf and then stand up here and kissing Maqam Ibrahimi and wasting their time. It is no good at all. Just do the tawaf. During the tawaf, do not stand up anywhere. Just make the tawaf. If the salah start, iqamah start, not azan, of course, then you stand up and perform the salah with the jama'ah. As soon as you say salam, complete your tawaf. Okay? Now for the tawaf, you need to say how many circuits? Seven circuits. So each circuit will be completed here. Okay? Now, during the Hajj time, for Hajj Umrah, particularly your first Umrah, do not attempt to kiss Hajar Aswad, because you are not alone. With you, maybe your family, your other group people as well. So what you can do, if you want to kiss Hajar Aswad, other time when you are making the tawaf, okay, attempt. But this time you are making the Umrah one and you need to complete a lot of things later after this. So concentrate to finish your tawaf and your sa'i. So two ways. Number one is to kiss the Hajar Aswad, then start making the tawaf. As I said to you, do not attempt at this stage. Second thing, Islam from the distance is called Ishara. Said, put your both hand towards Hajar Aswad, raising your hand, and before that you have to make the niyyah, and then niyyah you can say in Urdu, English, Arabic, whatever, and then raise your hand and say Bismillah, Allahu Akbar, Lillahi alhamd, then start making tawaf. When you come to this point, say again Bismillah, Allahu Akbar, Lillahi alhamd, and start making tawaf. That is 7th circuit. Now when you make the tawaf, now this is the istiwa, this position. See, uncover your right shoulder, and along this, for the first 3 circuits, you need to do the ramal as well. Ramal means put a small footstep and very fast, like you are running, and moving your both shoulders as well. But if you got back problem or heart problem or knee problem, is you think you can't make it, it's not essential, it's not wajib. So that's fine, walk normally. Now the second thing, while you are doing this ramal, make sure that if people are in front of you, do not push them by doing this act. Performing the sunnah but hurting others, pushing others is against the sunnah. Then don't have to worry, just walk normally. Whenever you feel any area empty, you can do it. And then see the people are in front of you, walk normally. Don't push anyone. Because if you push someone by doing this man may fall to other, and then start the other person will fall down, and then he fell down, and the whole majma, will affect because of your this act. Performing the sunnah, hurting others, is no good at all. Okay, it's fine. Now the tawaf we done already. We explained to you now here. This is 23 number. This taniya, Allahumma inni uridu tawafa baytikal haram fayassirhu li wa taqabbalu minni sabata ashwatan lillahi azza wa jal. Okay, you can say in Arabic, say in English, Urdu, whatever language you have, you can say your own language. Oh Allah, I am making the niyyah for your house. Make it easy for me and accept from me with the 7th circuit. Very simple way you can say it. And you have to say this niyyah before you go to the Hajar Aswad, and then start from there. Okay, you can read all the procedures I already explained to you. And this Bismillah, Allahu Akbar, as I said to you, each time when you complete one circuit and coming back to Hajar Aswad, raise your hand, Bismillah, Allahu Akbar, wa lillahi alhamd. Some people, they kiss their hand, some people, they don't. So if you kiss your hand, nothing wrong with that. If you don't kiss your hand, nothing wrong with that. So don't have to fight why you're kissing your head. It is a hand, it is a bidah, this is a bidah, this is nothing to do with the bidah anyway. So if you want, you can do it. If you don't want to, don't have to worry, you don't have to fight anyone. Now the next slide is about your istilam. Islam basically, you go to Baitullah and kiss it, and there's the Islam one, istilam one. But I said to you that during this first one, don't do it, don't attempt. But in the rest of the Umrah, I can say this is the Ramal. The next slide, Ramal, I explained to you. Ramal is that walk fast with the small steps and moving your both shoulders. That's the Ramal. Now, during the tawaf, you can make any sort of dua. You can notice the people, they are carrying the different books, the written different duas for each short. Short means round circuit. So this is short one, yani round one, circuit 2, circuit 3. and different du'as people they read. Nothing wrong with that. You can, why not? But the best way, say your in own language. Sometimes you don't know the Arabic language and saying the dua and don't know the meaning of it. The best way is to say yourself what you want to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. During the tawaf, so engage yourself in the zikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Let's say you can say fourth kalima. La ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika la lahul mulku wa lahul hamdu yuhyi wa yumiitu wa ala kulli shay'in qadir. As much you can. And subhanallah walhamdulillah wa la ilaha illallah wallahu akbar Allahu akbar lillahi alhamd. Say one tasbih as well. And then you can say istighfar, astaghfirullah rabbi min kulli dhanbin wa atubu ilayh, or astaghfirullah alladhi la ilaha illa huwal hayyul qayyum wa atubu ilayh. So first 3-4 circuit, say this, and then last 1 to 2 circuit, dua. Any dua, as much you can. Particularly when you come to Ruknul Yamani, understand Ruknul Yamani? Okay, there was, I think, 22. Okay, here. From here to there, this area. So say this, Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanatan wa fil akhirati hasanatan wa qina adhaban nar. This is comprehensive dua. You are asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala khair for this dunya and hereafter. Okay. Okay. So when you finish your tawaf, that will be on the 7th circuit when you complete it. Now, one issue here, sometimes you mix up it, this is number 7 or number 6. It can happen. It can happen. So you are not sure whether this is number 7 circuit or number 6 circuit. If you are in doubt, to say another circuit as well. In the doubt situation. Clear? Say extra on top of that. For the sa'i, 7th circuit again. If you are in doubt there, let's say this is number 5th or 7th. Number 6, you can't confuse because you know that. That will be end where? In Marwa. But you may confuse, oh, this is the 5th one or the 7th one, the final one. If you are in doubt, you can go the lesser one, 5th one. Okay, now finish. That's fine. For the tawaf, increase. For this, you can go to get the benefit of doubt. Okay, that's fine. Okay, and when you finish your tawaf, then you need to say 2 rakat. This 2 rakat is wajib for your tawaf. This 2 rakat is like a salam for your salah. When you do not say assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, you can't go out from the salah. Same thing here. You can't go out from the tawaf then. So this is very important. Now, where you are going to perform this, of course, it is highly recommended to perform behind Maqam Ibrahim. But during the Hajj time, I will say, do not go there because people are performing tawaf. Let them do the tawaf and do not disturb them. What you can do, you can perform this 2 rakah anywhere you find the empty area. Pray there, easy. Clear? And then after this 2 rakah, what you should do, then go to the Zamzam and then you take the Zamzam. Okay, now you can read this. Some issues are here regarding your this 2 rakah. For example, if you finish your tawaf after Asr or right after Fajr, these are the makruh time. You can't pray this. According to Hanafi. According to other Imams, that's fine. You can pray right after Asr. Even after Asr Salah, no problem. After Fajr Salah, no problem for them. For the Hanafi school of thought, so of course they have to wait for sunrise till 15-minute sunrise. After the sunrise, you can perform. Or for Asr one, you pray after the Maghrib. If you prayed already Asr. This is the differences of the mazahib. Anyway, so we explain to you here, so you can read this one. So I leave this. Okay. Now and then Okay. During the Hajj Tawaf one, or the performing the first one, do not attempt to go to the Multasim. It was written in the book, so that's why I followed the book. So I do not skip this one. Don't want to. Okay, the other book says like this, and we don't see in your, So that's why I said, okay, that's fine. But I don't reckon you people to go to Multazam. Multazam is the next slide. You can see this is the door of Baitullah. So here, due to two reasons, I don't reckon to go at this time, first time, while you are in the Ihram. First reason is this: people, they put the perfume atar on it, the whole, and then of course you may feel the oil during the Ihram time. It is forbidden to use the atar. Of course, where you're going to do then? Of course, you maybe you rub your face, or your Ihram. So this is a dangerous thing. The second thing is because with you maybe other people as well. So you can see the people of mashallah, they are 24 hours like this. Other people will wait for you. It's no good. But other time, like you're doing tawaf, separate time, mashallah, spend your time as I do, so you people can do. But the time when you're not doing the Umrah. Anyway, after this, the second thing is, in the past there was well, now no Zamzam well. They close all the area. Now at the side they put the coolers, so you can go there and drink Zamzam water as much you can, which is very, very good for all of us. And it is the water of not this dunya, the water of Jannah. Believe me, two waters are in this dunya are Jannah, this one and Furat one. So Zamzam water is the water of the Jannah. And whatever the niyyah, you can make it before you drink the Zamzam, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will accept your supplication in your dua. Many, one of the companion came to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He complained about his health, and he became so thin because of the sickness. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam advised him to drink the Zamzam as much he can. So he started drinking Zamzam, and after why he came to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, mashallah, the very good health. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "What happened to you? What is sort of medication or in what happened? Much a very, very good health you have now." He said, "Oh Messenger of Allah, you advised me to drink the Zamzam. I started drinking the Zamzam. Now you can see, Alhamdulillah, all the sickness is gone." And Abdullah ibn Abbas narrated by him, say this dua, this is the comprehensive dua. You can say this dua in Arabic, English, or your own language. Allahumma inni as'aluka ilman nafi'a wa rizqan wasi'a wa shifa'a min kulli da'. Well, I'm asking you the knowledge, which the gift, the benefit, the risk, and the wasi' risk. That's the smallest, big risk we want. Increase our risk. And wa shifa'a min kulli da', and shifa, cure from all disease. So you can say this, or you can say any dua. Hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, ma'u zamzama lima shuriba lahu. Zamzam water, whatever you have intention, this is for that. This is for that. Even for secular gain, for the dunya, purpose of dunya. Okay, I am struggling with the family members, for example, fighting each other. Brothers, they are not talking. Sisters not talking, and I have not good relation with my other relative, or family problems, husband, wife, or parents versus kids, any problem, community problems. Drink the Zamzam water with this intention, Allah protect me from all these sort of things, So we want to be a brother and sisters, one family. We don't want fight. Believe me, drink the Zamzam water, you will see the benefit of it. But we have to have that strong belief. And if you have the business that's not doing well, so you are struggling now, drink the Zamzam water with this intention, Allah, make my business successful. You will see the fruit of it. You don't have a job, drink the Zamzam water. You can see the fruit of it. If you have the job but don't have enough money, not earning enough money, have intention. For dunya, I'm saying, even for dunya. And for akhirah, subhanallah. Hazrat Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he drank the Zamzam water. He made the dua. He said, oh Allah, protect me on the day of judgment from the thirst. You know, people will be thirsty on the day of judgment. He asked Allah, protect me. And Allah subhanahu accepted his dua, subhanallah. And you know, he will be the one who will serve the water from the Hawd al-Kawthar to the people. So how he's serving the people water from Hawd al-Kawthar. So Allah subhanahu accepted his dua like this. Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullah alayh, when he drank the Zamzam water, he said, oh Allah, make me afqahun nas, the biggest faqih amongst the people. And Allah subhanahu accepted his dua. Now you can see all the imams, even Imam Malik, Imam Shafi, Imam Ahmad, all the Aimma, all the scholars, they are basically under the fiqh of Abu Hanifa. Imam Shafi rahmatullah said, An-nasu iyalun ala fiqh Abi Hanifa. All mankind are the iyal of Abu Hanifa in fiqh. So Allah subhanahu accepted his dua like this. Hazrat Hafiz ibn Asad al-Asqalani rahmatullah alayh, one of the big men of hadith, the narrators, the rijal, he was admired basically. You know, there was another Imam, Imam Abu Abdullah al-Zahabi. Abu Abdullah al-Zahabi rahmatullah alayh. Abu Abdullah al-Zahabi rahmatullah alayh, he was a big scholar of hadith. So he said, oh Allah, give me the intelligence, the zakah, the intelligence, like he gave that intelligence to Abu Abdullah al-Zahabi. The big difference, timing difference between him and Imam Abu Abdullah al-Zahabi. Abu Abdullah al-Zahabi passed away 748 Hijri, 748 Hijri, or Imam Hafiz ibn Hasan Hajar al-Asqalani passed away 852. 104 hours timing difference. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accepted his dua, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him the intelligence. Some scholars say he became more intelligent than Abu Abdullah al-Zahabi. It is our belief that whatever we have believed, inshallah ta'ala, you'll get. Anyway, I'm encouraging you people to understand. So in Haram, bring Zamzam, subhanallah. Okay, after this, you go to Safa to perform your sa'i. For the Safa, look again, the green light is very easy for you to find where Safa is. When you see the green light, and then from that green line, a little bit right side, there will be Safa area. So, and then they write down the, they put the, because they are building the different things, every 3 months you can see the difference, but they point, the arrow can see, you can see the arrow, how you reach to Safa anyway. It's easy. Anyway, when you go to the Safa, and then face towards Baytullah, face towards Kaaba, and then make the niyyah. Allahumma inni uridu sa'ya bayna Safa wal Marwa sabata ashwatni lillahi azza wa jalla fayassiru li wa taqabbalhu minni. Make this in your own language or Arabic. Oh Allah, making the niyyah for the sa'i between Safa and Marwa with the 7th circuit. Oh Allah, make it easy for me and accept from me. Okay. So this is when you start from the Safa and ends to Marwa. You can see the picture. This is the from the basement, the ground floor, the basement one, and then floor 1, 2, 3. So it depends. So I grab this picture so you can see the mountain as well. So anyway, start from Safa. Start from Safa. So when you start from here, as I said to you, the face Qibla will be that side, facing to Qibla, like see these people, facing to Qibla, and then say the niyyah. After the niyyah, you can make some dua, and then start making your sa'i. When you start making sa'i, on the way you can see these 2 green lights. First light, when you see, you start running from there to the next one. When you go there, then start walking normally. Now, if you are carrying with you women, your mahram, your wife, your mother, sister, daughters, so in that case, the women, they are not allowed, or this is not recommended for them to run. Even though that was the sunnah of the lady, Hazrat Hajj radiallahu ta'ala anha. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala liked that act. But Allah subhanahu put this act to the men, even to the Anbiya. When you do sa'i, you have to run. There was the sunnah of the lady. All men now following this sunnah. But the lady themselves, they should walk normally. Now, because you run, of course, they will, of course, walk normally. So what you can do is, when you finish your sa'i, you're running, then stand up here and wait for your family. And when they reach, and then take them, and then you go to the other corner. The other corner will be Marwa. While coming from Marwa, same procedure, from this green light to that green light, you run and then wait here, and then take them, then they come to the Safa. Now, for this sa'i, if you are sick, or you got back problem, heart problem, knee problem, you can't, you don't have to worry, just walk normal. Okay, but if you are good health, this is the highly recommended to run anyway. So this is the other corner, the Marwa corner. Okay, so you can see this mountain, and when you reach here, there will be one circuit. Safa to Marwa, one circuit. Marwa to Safa, second, like this. So your seventh one will be at Marwa here. Clear? So during the sa'i, engage yourself in the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, doing the tasbih, zikr, different sort of dua you can say. Okay? So you can say fourth kalima, third kalima, La ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lah, lahul mulku wa lahul hamdu yuhyi wa yumiitu wa ala kulli shay'in qadir. Or you can say Subhanallah walhamdulillah wa la ilaha illallah wallahu akbar.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدا حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة
لا حول ولا قوة إلا
حي
بالله.
على الفلاح
لا حول
حي على الفلاح.
لا حول ولا
الله أكبر الله أكبر
الله أكبر.
لا إله إلا الله.
لا إله إلا الله. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم. اللهم بهدي توضيتها ما أسفلت من آتي سيدنا محمد وسيلة الفضيلة والرضا والرسول قام محمد إنك لا تخلف الميعاد. Okay, inshallah. So what I'm saying here, so you can say this fourth kalima, third kalima, or any zikr, istighfar. So engage yourself, in remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as well as the dua. Any dua you can make, and this is the very famous and smallest dua, Rabbi Fir warham wa antal a'azzul akram. So you can say this as well. Anyway, so you complete your sa'i, and when you finish your sa'i, so now slide 38, if it is possible, it's not essential, so but after the tawaf you have to say this 2 rakah. After the sa'i, not necessary, but it's good for you for us to perform these 2 salah as a nafil, to paying thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but not necessary, not wajib. And just one issue as well I can explain here. For the tawaf, so wuzu you have to have in wuzu position. For the sa'i, if you are not in the wuzu position, that's fine. You can do the sa'i without wudu. But tawaf, no way. Then you have to make wudu. You have to have it like a salah, like a salah. So salah without wudu, it will be invalidated something for the tawaf. For the sa'i, yes, this okay for you if you don't have the wudu. But of course, highly recommended to have a wudu. But in case, okay, you feel that very hard for me to go where I make wudu, and you feel so that's fine, okay. And then of course when you finish your sa'i and then they think that okay, I don't have wudu, and you go to wudu area, then coming back takes 1 hour or so, and then saying this 2 rakah, so that's not necessary for you. That's fine. You finish this one, and then when you finish this one, and then you need to see this trimming or shaving. So it's going to be a very last act for your umrah, very last act for your umrah. So what men can do, men can go to the saloon. Saloon means barber shop. No, you got 2 options. You can do the trimming or shaving. Shaving, of course, is highly recommended. But if you want the trimming, you can do so. But in trimming, there are 2 differences: Hanafi school of thought and other scholars. According to other scholars, including Shafi'i, so only 3 hairs, if they pick up and then cut it, that's it. That will be sufficient for them to release the ihram. But according to Hanafi, if you are trimming, we call qasr. For the qasr, that you have to take 1/4 of the hair from all the area, 1/4. That's the essential from the Hanafi school of thought. Okay, so just to make sure, tell them, barber shop people doing for you, tell them I need to do the qasr according to Hanafi. Then they will do with the scissor from all the area. They will take 1/4 from all sides. Clear? Now this is for the men. For the ladies, for the ladies, just I show you. Let's say this is the ladies hair all the way. So now ladies, each other they can do, or the mahram can do for them. So collect all the hairs together, and okay, now just I'm showing this way. Like see, the collect all hairs, and the man, the husband can do this, father can do that, brother is no good, brother anyway, the mahram, and then collect, all ladies can do each other. Okay, they can go to the hotel and in the room they can do this, collect all the way and see the edge, and then about 1 inch, 1 pora, we say 1 finger, there's the 1 pora, and about 1 inch cut it. That's the way to do for them. So shaving, of course, haram, so for the ladies. Okay, so and then you release your ihram. Okay, because this will be a very last act. After that, you are going to release your ihram. So muhrim can do each other as well, because this is the last act, a very last act. So men can do for each other, or the ladies can do for each other, because this is the very last act. Even though they are in the ihram situation, but it is a very last act. That's why it is allowed. Okay, so now the next slide number 42. This is the summary of Umrah. You can read. So all the Umrah procedure, just read this one. That will be sufficient for you, inshallah ta'ala. So now we start for the Zohar Salah, and inshallah after the Zohar Salah there will be lunch, inshallah, and then we have lunch, and then you come back, inshallah. Let's say about we try whatever best to 1 o'clock or 1:05, We come back, inshallah. We pray the salah, come back here, and we have lunch, and then inshallah we start. Jazakumullah. Subhanakallah wa bihamdika wa ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka. And one more thing, I wrote a book.